بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. السلام علیکم بوائز اینڈ گرلز آف فرسٹ ایئر MBBS. میں آپ سے مخاطب ہوں. چونکہ ہم پریکٹیکلز کر رہے ہیں تو میں نے سوچا کہ کیوں نہ لیبارٹری والا ماحول پیدا کیا جائے، تو میں اس لیے آپ کو اپنی شکل بھی دکھا رہا ہوں جو کہ کوارنٹین کے اندر رہتے رہتے مسخ ہو چکی ہے. مذاق کر رہا ہوں. اللہ کا شکر ہے میں ٹھیک ٹھاک ہوں اللہ کے فضل و کرم سے، اور آپ سب کے لیے بھی دعا گو ہوں کہ آپ اور آپ کے تمام فیملی ممبرز، آپ کے ماں باپ، سب آپ کے بہن بھائی خیر و عافیت سے رہیں اور اس کرونا سے بچاؤ ہو جائے ہم سب کا، اور بلکہ ساری انسانیت کے لیے دعا کریں. سو آئی ہیو ٹولڈ یو دیٹ لیٹس talk about the microscopic picture of different tissues and organs which we have studied already in our classroom, but I have to revise those. I have to repeat all those. So I have just completed the epithelium. Now let's talk about the connective tissue. Connective tissue, I have told you the classification of the connective tissue. Connective tissue is of many types. There are the connective tissues which are jelly-like, which are firm in consistency yet flexible like the cartilage. And there is a very firm and very rigid and solid type of connective tissue which is the compact bone. So this slide which is in front of you, this is the slide of the hyaline cartilage. I have divided the cartilage or classified the cartilage into three types, and the classification of the cartilage depends on the type and the visibility of the fibers. You know, there are the collagen fibers, there are elastic fibers, and there are reticular fibers. And I have told you that the hyaline cartilage is the cartilage in which there are type 2 collagen fibers which are not visible under the light microscope. So you will see a very homogeneous type of glassy background. Hyalose means glass. It is just like the frosted glass. When we see a specimen of the cartilage with the naked eye, a fresh specimen of the cartilage gives us the appearance of a frosted glass. But under the microscope, this is a piece of cartilage and it is covered by the perichondrium on both sides. This is the perichondrium. Perichondrium is dense irregular connective tissue membrane which covers the cartilage. And I have told you that the perichondrium has got two layers, the outer fibrous and inner cellular. These are the collagen fibers and the elastic fibers you can see in here in the membrane which is covering the piece of the cartilage. There are cells which are the fibroblasts. So there are collagen fibers, there are elastic fibers. When we go into the substance of the cartilage, can you see these are the isogenous groups. This is a group of 4, this is a group of 8. There are pairs. Here lies a group of 4 again. I have told you that the chondrocytes, which are the cells of the cartilage, they reside in the substance of the cartilage in lacunae. There are chambers, there are houses in which these chondrocytes are residing, and these are shrunken chondrocytes. Can you see a blue dot inside the lacuna? Is the cavity. The matrix contains the cavity. In the background material of the cartilage and the bone, always you will find the lacunae. And the lacunae are the cavities in the cartilage and the bone. And the chondrocytes are present in these lacunae, and they are in the form of the isogenous groups. Iso means same, genus means family. So they belong to the same family because they are the offsprings of a single parent cell. So you can see that this is the diagram of the hyaline cartilage. This is the microscopic picture of the cartilage. Always in the connective tissue there are fibers, there is a ground substance, and there are cells. The cells of the cartilage are known as the chondrocytes, and chondrocytes are the cells which are present in their chambers which are known as the lacunae. and you can see that the cells are present in the form of the isogenous groups. There are no fibers seen. If we see inside, in between these isogenous groups, you are seeing the pink colored, you can see a pink interstitial background without any fibers, and this is called the interstitial matrix. And can you see that all these isogenous groups and a lacuna, they are surrounded by a very darkly stained matrix, and this darkly stained matrix is called the territorial matrix, or it is known as the capsular matrix. This is because of the fact that the chondrocytes are the cells which are secreting the fresh and concentrated chondroitin sulfate, and this concentrated chondroitin sulfate is actually, this is the, I am sitting in my drawing room, میں اپنے ڈرائنگ روم میں بیٹھا ہوا ہوں اور آپ سے مخاطب ہوں، اور اگرچہ وہ بات تو نہیں ہے کیونکہ آپ میرے سامنے نہیں ہیں، اور جب تک آپ میرے سامنے نہ ہوں تو مجھے پڑھانے کا بالکل مزہ نہیں آتا، لیکن چلو گزارا کرو، میں تے نظر آ رہے ہیں نا تانوں، تسی مینوں نظر نہیں آ رہے، لیکن اسی ٹرائی کرانگے اگلے دنوں دے وچ، اگر کلاساں نہ شروع ہوئی ہیں جلدی، کالج نہیں شروع ہوئے، تو ہم جو ہے کوئی ارینجمنٹ کریں گے کہ ہم جو ہے وہ انٹریکٹیو قسم کے سیشنز کریں زوم پر یا کسی اور سافٹ ویئر کے اوپر. So now can you see, this is again, here lies the another type of cartilage, and you can see in the background there is a network of fibers. These are the elastic fibers. So this is a piece of cartilage which has got in the interstitium a network of anastomosing and branching slightly eosinophilic fibers which are anastomosing and branching. These are the elastic fibers, and elastic fibers, if seen under the microscope, and in between these fibers there are, you can see, these are the chondrocytes which are present in the lacunae. You can see the lacunae on both sides. You can see this is a membrane which covers the cartilage on both sides, and this is called the perichondrium. So this is elastic cartilage. Elastic cartilage, this is the slide of the pinna. I have told you the external ear, that is the auditory external, the auricle. Auricle, when we cut the section of the auricle from here, if we cut, we will see that there is skin on both sides, and in between there is a piece of elastic cartilage. So this is the cartilage. This is again, you can see, this is the cartilage. There are lacunae. You can see the cavities which have got shrunken chondrocytes inside, and on both sides you can see the there is perichondrium. These are the muscles. These are the skeletal muscles. You can see very long cylindrical cells, and these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All these are very long cylindrical fibers. The muscle fibers are very long, that is about 4 centimeter in length, but these cells are multinucleated. Can you see there are, you can see the striations over the surface. There are alternating darker and lighter areas, the A bands and I bands. You can see the A bands and I bands, and these are the nuclei which are present at the periphery. So the skeletal muscle cells are actually the cells which are very long, so we call those the muscle fibers. And these muscle fibers, they occur in the form of the bundles which are known as the fasciculi. And when we see under the microscope, you will find these striations. This is the striated muscle. Muscles are of two types, striated and non-striated. The striated muscles are the skeletal muscles and the cardiac muscles. And this is the picture of the skeletal muscle. These are very long cylindrical cells which have got multiple nuclei, and these nuclei are present at the periphery just beneath the sarcolemma. And over the surface of these cells you can see the alternating darker and lighter areas, which are the I bands and the A bands. So next, this slide is actually, you can see these are the cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles are also cylindrical and skeletal like striated muscles, but these are small cylindrical cells which are only, there are the cells which are 15 microns in diameter and 100 microns in length. And the very important thing in the case of the cardiac muscle is the presence of an intercalated disc. At the junction of the two cardiac muscles there will be seen a step ladder pattern. There will be a thickening, which is actually nothing but this is a specialized, and this is a very complex junctional complexes, the modified junctional complexes, that is the desmosome, the tight junction, and this is the diagram. This is actually these are the smooth muscles. I have told you during the class that the smooth muscles occur in the form of the bands and sheets. This is a band or sheet of smooth muscle, and an individual smooth muscle, you will see that these are the individual smooth muscles. Can you see these spindle shaped cells with two tapering ends? This is the point where the nucleus lies, and this is the central thicker portion. So the spindle shaped or fusiform cells which have got the central thicker portion. So the smooth muscles are having no striations because the actin and myosin filaments are present in the cytoplasm and in a crisscross manner. They are not forming the sarcomeres as in the case of the cardiac muscle and the skeletal muscle. There the actin and myosin filaments are arranged in a very fashionable and organized manner in the form of the sarcomeres. The area between the two Z lines is called the sarcomere. Again, this is a picture of the loose areolar connective tissue. Can you see the bundles of fibers which are red in color? These are eosinophilic. These are occurring in the form of these are the fibers. This is the slide of the loose areolar connective tissue. There are bundles of collagen fibers running in each and every direction. They are eosinophilic. They are forming the bundles, not anastomosing and branching, very thick and soft, and these are highly eosinophilic, so seen red in color. And there are different types of cells. You can see the majority of the cells are the fibroblast. The most abundant cell in the case of the loose areolar connective tissue is the fibroblast. And there are all the types of cells. You can see in the loose areolar connective tissue all the types of the cells. There will be the wandering and fixed connective tissue cells, the fibroblasts, the macrophages, the plasma cells, the mast cells, the eosinophils, the leukocytes. All the cells can be seen in the loose areolar connective tissue, and these cells are present in a ground substance. The background material, the colloidal gel-like material, is known as the ground substance. So I can say that the fibers are present, they are embedded in a ground substance, and in the fibers are entangled different types of cells. Again, this is the picture of the loose areolar connective tissue, and loose areolar connective tissue is forming this is the part of the mucosa when it is known as the lamina propria. Just beneath the epithelium there is always a loose areolar connective tissue, and that is known as the lamina propria.